Oh, good afternoon and welcome back to the Suffolk Crunch. It's match preview time. It is Town versus Hull City tomorrow night at Portman Road. It is a massive game and we are going to get into it here live this afternoon. If you're watching live, please hit the like button. We will go for 85 likes. And if you're watching on catch up, please do the same. Hit the subscribe button, turn on your notifications bell, and get involved with the Suffolk Crunch, either in the live chat this afternoon, or if you are watching back on YouTube. Julian is in, Mike Baker is in, and look at this weather. This weather makes everybody feel a lot happier. You know, the sun is shining. It's about 13, 14 degrees. We're into March. The daffodils are out, the grass is growing, and everything is looking up. And it's definitely looking up for Town off the back of 2 wins. Who else we got in? James is in, Adrian is in, Harps is in. Yeah, I thought I'd do the first one of the year in the garden. It's been literally raining, isn't it, all January and February, so I thought we'd get outside. Joe is in. He says, lovely day, let's get 3 points tomorrow. So if you're watching live now, hit the like button. Share with your Ipswich Town mates, and let's see if we can get a few new subscribers. We're sponsored here, as always, by the Bad Shirt Club. Head over to the website to get your bucket hats, your shirts, and your jackets. Also, if you haven't watched last night's Where the Town Walk, which I'm on, it was live last night. We're live again next Sunday about 7:45. It's available over on YouTube. Go and check that out. And if you're not subscribed over there, well, I think we're on to about 630 subscribers. Get involved with that. Gary's in. He's going for the same 11 as Saturday. Richard Chandler, how you doing? He says, a lovely day today. It was a lovely day on Saturday when Town beat Swansea. If you haven't already watched the match review, go and check that out as well. So let's have a look at Hull City. They've got the best record away in the Championship. They've got 30 points, 9 wins, 3 draws, only 2 defeats. They are on a current run of 5 wins away from home, which is the first time since 1966 that they've done that. 60 years. They won 1-0 at the weekend at Portsmouth. Our old mate Matt Crooks, who we come across in League One days at Rotherham, scored the winner. So it's going to be a toughie. James says, even though Hull have a brilliant run, I feel we will beat them. So they lined up like this. Panda was in goal. Coyle, Hughes, Egan and Famewo. 2 in midfield, Slater and Hadzamovic. Don't know how you pronounce that. It might be right, it might not be. Nicholas Walters says, how about the Arsenal? Good result yesterday, but we're here to talk about Town. Cheers for watching anyway. Joseph Geldhart and Kumas, son of Jason Kumas, as I nearly choked. And the main man up top is Ollie McBurney. Where's the number 9? He's scored 13 goals in 25 matches. He's got 6 assists. And he's their main man. And if we look at the table, Hull are sitting currently in 5th on 60 points, level with Town. They have played a game more. Won 18, drawn 6, lost 10, 56 goals for, 48 against. Nicholas Walters, are Norwich really better than Ipswich? I think the word is no. And like I say, they are currently on a really good away run. They've won the last 2. They beat obviously Pompey and then they beat Derby on last Tuesday night. It was 4-2. Score a lot of goals. XG really low, but they convert their chances when they get them. So they'll probably sit tight, look to hit us on the counter, and when they get a chance, they'll probably look to put it away. But look, big game for Town. We're sitting 4th on 60. Could possibly go into 2nd, depending on the result in tonight's game. Get involved in the live chat. What do you think tonight's score is going to be between Birmingham and Borough? Joe Green, I'm with you. He says, come on, Birmingham. And look, I think Town can just do their own job. You know, we could obviously do with a bit of help. And if obviously Birmingham are very, very strong at home, only having lost one game this season, and that was to Hull. So we'll see what happens in that one. But Mike Baker's going for a 1-1 draw tonight. Town lineup. This is what I think we'll do. I'm not sure what McKenna does. Christian Walton will obviously continue in goal. Same back four. Furlong and Leif Davis, the fullbacks. And then Dara and Cedric Kipray, the two centre-backs. Dan Neil, he has to play, in my opinion, if he is fit and ready to go again. He definitely starts in midfield. And if he gives you 65 minutes and has to come off, so be it. But I think he makes a massive difference alongside Matasiwa in the midfield. We've been looking for that partner probably all season. Jens has had a few games in and out. Jack Taylor, I think, has done quite well. But I think Dan Neil he's a different level of player. Obviously, he's not going to be playing no more for Sunderland, and he'll be available on a free in the summer. So interesting one. If we do get promoted, do we go for Dan Neil? I think he could be a really good squad player in the Premier League. But that's ahead. Front three, Nunes for me stays in the 10. I'm bringing Jack Clark back in on the left-hand side. I think Mehmeti played the whole game Saturday. I would be very, very surprised if he started again. He might do, but I don't think he will. And then on the right, Wes, he's looking very, very sharp. Good afternoon, Shane. Hope you're good. Rich said he wouldn't be surprised if Mehmeti or Nunes dropped out and Clark came in. Yeah, I think Rich, the way he sort of managed it on Saturday when he took Nunes off, and then Mehmeti stayed on the pitch. I think that sort of leans for me towards Mehmeti dropping out and Clark coming in. When Marcelino Nunes has started a game in the 10 for Town this season, 12 wins, 1 draw, 2 defeats. Mick Mills says that Mehmeti is a better 10 than Marcelino Nunes. Don't agree with him. Love Mehmeti. I think he's really adaptable and can play in a lot of different positions, but I don't think as a first choice 10, I think Nunes is the man. I do agree with Mick when he said that he doesn't score enough goals, and I do get that, because before we've had obviously Connor Chaplin playing in the 10 and he's scoring a lot of goals, but then we've had 20 plus goals off the left this season, so it's sort of balanced itself out. On the right hand side, I think Wes has done really, really well. He's looking very, very sharp, but for this game I'm going to sit him on the bench, and I'm starting Eggerly. Done well at Watford, got a goal, wasn't involved on Saturday. He'll be sharp, and I think he'll be ready to go. So up top, Yvonne Azon has started the last 5 for Town, scored 2 in his last 3, so he's continuing up front for me. Hurst off the bench, 2 in his last 2, so he's now got a career high of 8 goals. He's never got double figures, George, so hopefully between now and the end of the season he can bang in at least another, I'd say, 4 to 5 goals, which I think would be a decent return. Rich says, I'd 100% start Neil, and I'd 100% sign him in the summer, no matter what. Mick was a great player, but a crap pundit. I'd start Eggerly and bring on Wes for the last 20. So that's the changes that I'm going to make. I'm not going like massively going to change it up much now, because we're at that stage of the season when it's vital. You know, we've got 3 games this week. It's a big game, Hull City. It's a really, really big game. It's going to be a big test for Town. It's going to be, I think, tougher game than it was on Saturday. A few insights. Ipswich are ranked at 2nd at home this season with 10 goals in their last 5 games. Andrew says, I think we should line up same 11. Really enjoyed Saturday, all played well. I don't think we do that, if I'm honest. Ipswich have been awarded the most penalties this season. They sit 2nd in the Championship XG table. Here we go. This is an interesting one. Hull City sit 5th, but they rank 23rd out of 24 teams in the XG table, overperforming by 18 positions. So they're doing unbelievably under Jukanovic. Hull City's expected points total of 37.6 trails their actual 60 by over 22 points. Hull can leapfrog Ipswich into fourth place with a win. Goalkeeper Ivor Pandor ranked second in the league for saves per match, 3.3. So that's a few little bits there as we nip over to good afternoon, Jonathan. Hope you're well. Hope the weather's good wherever you are, mate. Let's have a look on here as we click to Tuesday the 3rd. A lot of Premier League games. So Coventry's game could be cancelled Saturday because Bristol City are playing Port Vale tomorrow night in the Cup. So we've got a chance to steal some ground. We could play 3 more times before Cov play. So, right. A few more stats for you. Match facts. After their 2-0 win in November, Ipswich could complete their first ever league double over Hull City. This is the 21st league campaign in which the two sides have faced. Hull City have lost 3 of their last 4 league meetings with Ipswich, as many as their previous 25 beforehand. Ipswich have only lost 1 of their last 21 midweek fixtures. That was against Charlton. After losing 6 successive away league games played in midweek, from November the 24th to November 25, Hull won their last such fixture 3-0 at Preston in January. Chuba Akpom has scored in all 3 of his league appearances against Hull City, including as a sub for Ipswich in the reverse fixture. He won't be getting a lot of football Tuesday, I don't think. He's an interesting one, Chuba. Obviously, we've got the obligation to buy in the summer. We've got the obligation to buy with Jens, and we've got the obligation to buy with Cedric Kipre. So, interesting. Kipre, I think we definitely signed. The other 2, Kajust, decent cover in the Premier League. Akpom, not for me. I think we've obviously gone on what he's done at previous clubs, and it just hasn't worked out at Town. We've still not really found his best position, but you never know in football. You know, he might come up with a couple of big goals between now and the end of the season, and we might be all thinking it was a good bit of business, but we will wait and see. Anyway, my score prediction is Ipswich to win 2-1. Prediction tonight, I'm going Birmingham 1, Borough 2. But we will have to wait and see. James says, if we have to buy, I can always sell in the summer for a small loss. It's interesting. We'll have to see what happens. You know, we're not privy to sort of what the terms are in these contracts and what was agreed between the clubs. So I think if Ipswich could break the deal with Akpom, I think they probably would, but we don't know. Anyway, if you're watching back, get involved. Like I say, hit the like button, hit subscribe. We've had a few new subscribers over the weekend. Head over to Spotify if you haven't already. Give me a follow on there. 10 short podcasts to get involved in. So we're just under 100. We need about another 10 people to follow me on there. So if you could, that would be absolutely wonderful. Rich says, I think Akpom sometimes looks like he has something, but I don't think he's shown it here. He's going 2-0 to Ipswich tonight, and he's gone for a Desmond tonight versus Borough and Brum. Gary's gone for a 2-0 Town victory. And yeah, if you're watching back on YouTube, get your score prediction in the comments section. Hit the like button, hit subscribe, and also go and watch Where the Town Walk. Anyway, that's me done. The weather is beautiful. Hopefully it'll be a beautiful evening tomorrow night at Portman Road. Town can get another 3 points. We can go 3 on the bounce, and then we can look ahead to Gary Rowett's Leicester City visiting on Saturday. And I'm sure it will be an interesting week at the final whistle with me, Jack and Steve. We'll be definitely live at 6 on Thursday with the Championship Prediction Show. And then I think we've got a match preview coming out live, I think probably about 8 o'clock on Thursday night. So if you're around then, come and get involved in that. It's always good fun with them too. Leicester are struggling. Town are flying. Let's see what happens though tomorrow night when the Tigers come to Portman Road. Can Town get them 3 points and turn up the heat on the top 2? Cheers for watching. Enjoy the sun, and we'll all see you tomorrow night at Portman Road. Match reaction coming as soon as I'm back tomorrow night. So probably about 20 past 11. If you're around, get involved. If not, you can watch that on catch up in the coming days after tomorrow night. Anyway, thank you for watching, and we will see you all soon.